Welcome to my channel, The Three Mountains. My name is White Eagle. If you are new, I kindly ask you to click on my photo below and you will see all my videos. Please start from video number 1 in order to fully understand today's video. Now, let us get started. Today I would like to speak about when we are trying to meditate. When trying to meditate, why am I making this video? Because like many of you, I am always trying to find the perfect moment to sit quietly and do a meditation practice. But I never seem to find the right moment when I feel at peace inside. Our minds are always full of worries, money problems, thoughts about work, thoughts about our last conversation with someone, etc., etc. We go here to my first picture and we see our mind. Our mind is plural. Why? Because whenever we try to sit and do meditation, thoughts about different topics arise inside us. Thoughts about my career, my place in society, money worries, what to do to earn more money, thoughts about my family members, if they are safe, if they will be okay, or worries about, arguments we had at home. Thoughts from work, the chat with people from work. Thoughts about my love life, my ex, my wife, my husband. Thoughts about what I want, my wishes, my desires. Thoughts about what is happening in the world, fears about our safety, etc. So from all these thoughts, we can agree that our mind is plural. Now you have seen my first picture. So from this picture, we can see and agree that the mind is not one mind, but we see that it is plural and it is not unitotal. Each thought originates from one ego we carry, and each ego is a complete person inside us. Remember, we have many egos. So each ego has its own 5 cylinders too. Its own mind, heart, motor instinct, and sexual centers. When we sit to try to meditate, each arising thought comes from different egos we carry inside, and they all want one thing: your attention first. So first, they want your attention. Secondly, they want identification with that thought. And thirdly, that you fall asleep, unconscious in its grip. At this point, you allow that ego to take control of your machine, your physical body, by following that thought which originated in your mind. Now I'm going to show you my second image, just a moment. Now you can see here again the person during meditation, and each thought wants you to follow them, yes? So all kind of thoughts will arise inside us. So each one is like a path. Yes, they want you to follow. Yes, for example, memories of the past arise and, they are tempting you to follow them. Or today's news, money worries, or desires, or feelings that arise in us, anger, pride, I don't know. So the person, is in doubt which way to go. All these thoughts that arise, as I just said, they want your attention first, then they want identification with one of these thoughts, and then that you follow and fall asleep, unconscious in their grip. Okay? Now we go back to my writing, just a moment. Now, here we have the meditation process according to Master Samael Aun Weor. He says that you should lie down in your bed or sitting down. The important thing is to be in a relaxed position, comfortable for you. And whatever is between brackets is my own writing, yes, just to clarify. Then close your eyes to avoid distractions. And now we need to quiet or silence the mind. Here I'm going to show you picture number 3, just a moment. Now there are two ways of quieting the mind or silencing the mind. Master Samael says that the mind can be made silent, and then he uses the Spanish phrase, a la brava, means in a violent way. And here the mind is not at peace. And then the other way of silencing the mind is when the mind is at peace. Yes? And silence is born spontaneously after the long list of thoughts end by themselves. I want to show you now just a little bit of video number 26 to show you what is a mind made silent a la brava. So here it is. This is just the beginning of my video number 26, which is called Be in the Present Moment and You Will Awake the Consciousness. And this is me in Edinburgh in the year 2002. You can see that I was not at rest. My mind was not at peace. I could only see red demons, I say. My body was hurting me. I hated this meditation practice. I thought I will never achieve peace of mind. Yes, while other people were there sitting quietly and enjoying the meditation practice. This was my first meditation practice and I hated it. I could not quiet my mind. And if I had known how to, then probably I would have enjoyed the meditation practice as well. But at that time I didn't. So I'm making this video today for people who are starting to do meditation practices, not to leave it for tomorrow like I did. For many years I did not practice meditation because it's not about forcing the mind to remain quiet and to silence the mind a la brava. So let us continue and let's see what Master Samael wants to teach us today. So Master Samael says that once we enter meditation practice, and it is important that you pay attention to what you are doing here. Unfortunately, inattention arises, one thought, another thought, etc. The problem with each one of you is the inattention. A car passing by, the last phone call, the chat we just had, the long day we had at work. And then he continues by stating that there are two states, one of attention and one of inattention. So he continues by saying that when we want to be in attention during the meditation practice, the opposite arises, the inattention. And of course, this is accompanied by body movements, right? He says that inattention is produced by the egos we carry inside. Yes? Just a moment. The egos that we carry inside express themselves as the list of feelings, thoughts, desires, etc. That has a beginning and an end. Yes? So what to do with that inattention? Observe them. Yeah? So what Master Samael is asking us is that during the meditation practice, we just observe whatever thoughts arise inside our mind. Observe all these thoughts that produce inattention without identifying yourself with the thoughts. So keep your distance and observe them as they are. Each thought must be understood, comprehended, and forgotten. What does this mean? I give you my example, yes? One thought about money that arises. I observe that thought. It is trying to catch my attention. But I know all money transfers have been done this week. So I see there is nothing there for me to do. All is paid. I discard the thought. Now another thought arises. worry about my mom, if she's safe. She's miles away from me. I know my brother is back home looking after her. So there is no real content inside that thought for me to follow that thought. So I discard it, as it has no reason for arising. If I identify myself with the thought, then I will follow the thought. It will get a grip on me by arising fear in me. I give it strength, and soon I will find myself emotionally drained by feelings of guilt and by not being back home to look after my mom. So as there is nothing there for me to do, I discard the thought. This is the process when we comprehend each thought inside real parameters, not fantasies, and then we forget the thought. Master Samael says that we must put under observation what arises of inattention. Yes, the many thoughts are what he calls the inattention. This already means that you are paying attention to your mind. And this eventually will spontaneously bring the mind at peace. You won't even realize that you are already in meditation. So up to here, I hope that you watch this video once or twice and understand that inattention has to be used. If we observe our inattention, our thoughts, it will lead us into attention and then into meditation. And we won't even realize that we have reached meditation. So forgive me for all the, I had to pause the video many times. I hope this video makes sense. And I see you next time. Thanks for watching.